Today I'd like to talk about the effect of your thinking on your seeing. So I'd like to talk about desire and how it affects everything that emanates from there. From your desire come beliefs. They seem to be the beliefs you hold in the world, whether you've adopted them from your family or your parents or different schooling, or perhaps even your social scene, or from your culture of the time, or from the country you live in. It doesn't matter, but these beliefs are truly coming from a desire. They become the template, almost the strip of film through which this light is shining that projects a world. Once these beliefs are in place, they emanate from the desire. Without the desire, there's nothing to hold them. They're easy to question. Our thoughts. And these are the thoughts that you think. And so the thinker and the thoughts are one, and neither of them are who you are in truth. And so it becomes very important to question them. And from the thoughts then come the emotions, these fluctuating emotions that seem to have you on an escalator up or down, depending on the moment of the day. It's a veritable carnival, a Ferris wheel or a roller coaster ride, depending on your day. But what I'd really like you to look at then is that this is all where the perceptual world comes from. Within the perceptual world, there are stories and dramas. You'll seem to have different roles, whether it's victim or victimizer, whether it's saint or sinner, whether it's devil or angel. And in any of them, it doesn't matter whether your role looks like it's a good role or a bad role. It's the role that needs to be questioned. You're having an identity crisis. And the only way to overcome that identity crisis is to trace back and look at the beliefs by questioning them, and then voluntarily letting go of the desire that you find at the center. Because desire is really the prayer of your heart. It's what's on the altar at any one time and ruling your seeming experience of your life. And so unless you question and voluntarily let go of the beliefs and the desires that are there, nothing will shift, nothing will change. It won't matter how good you are out on the screen. It won't matter how bad you are out on the screen. Nothing will change on the screen and in your experience unless you question that underlying desire and change it from a desire that maintains fear to a desire that envelops and welcomes love. And so we say that that's the desire for peace, the one that is not fearful, that welcomes peace above all else, that doesn't want to look or be conceived of or thought of in a certain way, but chooses peace instead, to be peaceful, to be the one watching at peace, to be content with knowing that this is an illusion, that this is awareness of dreaming, and to come back to that total responsibility for your state of mind. Because the more immersed you get on the screen, the worse it's going to get. It's not going to get better because you're still coming from the level of the problem and trying to solve it at that level. And so, first and foremost, we must first accept that we have a perceptual problem. And then second, we must want a different experience. Not a different set of problems, not a set of answers for the problems to fix each problem the way we'd like it fixed, but we must want the exact answer that's given for us. And that answer is one that will restore you to peace of mind. That answer is one that will restore you to innocence. That answer is one that will restore everyone to innocence. It's a blameless answer. That's why it's for everyone. So in this praying, in this belief questioning, and in this desire voluntarily letting go, what you're choosing is the answer for everyone. What truly serves the whole, and that's the service to the mind. What truly serves the whole, and the acknowledgement is that you can't know what that is. Of yourself, you can't know what's best for everyone under all circumstances. How could you? That's the definition of the Holy Spirit. One who knows what's best for all under all circumstances. And so in the relinquishing of all that would object, let's call it that, to the natural flow of hearing that guidance and allowing it to flow out through you in your seeming actions, but mostly through your attitude in your mind, by you knowing who you are and therefore remembering who your brother is, in your willingness to question those beliefs and voluntarily let go of all other desires other than the desire for peace. And remember, the peace of God contains everything. Everything you could ever want or desire is contained within the peace of God. Or you can opt for one small thing. Oh, I just want this one small thing. This one small thing, if I just had that, I'd be happy. But it's not true, because you've gotten that one small thing before, and it lasted a millisecond of relief perhaps, but never satisfaction. Seek and do not find is the ego's dictate. And if you choose to believe anything else, then you're on a path of sacrifice. And it's a very deeply ingrained feeling, this belief in sacrifice, and a fear that following guidance will cause sacrifice, but literally it's the opposite. Seek and do not find is the ego's mandate. And so if you are following guidance, and believe me, you are always following guidance, the question is, whose guidance are you following? Are you following the Holy Spirit's guidance, which is for everyone? Are you following the ego's guidance, which is a self-serving self-concept ideal? Even if that's one of a martyr, a nice martyr, a good person in the world. So, once again, the clarity and the invitation today is not to self-sabotage, and that's the capital S self that is here to serve the whole. So, the honest response to anything is, I do not know what anything is for, including this, but my desire is to use it for forgiveness and for awakening, and so I will step back and let him lead the way. Because what I am aware of is, even though I don't know, I am deeply loved by the one who does. So, levelsofmind.com. Trace back the perceptual problem and address it at the desire level, which is the only place you can take responsibility for whatever seems to be wrong or distressing in your life.